feature that I'm going to be doing on the show each week between now and New Year's, and I'm calling it Helpful Holiday Hints. So I will be sharing some hopefully helpful holiday hints and look forward to hearing some from you as well. So kicking that off today. And when I was thinking about that over the weekend, it took me back to a conversation that I had had years ago when I was doing my show up in Connecticut, and I was speaking with his name is Daniel Lanzalotta. He's a New York chef and food stylist, and we were talking about just that in terms of getting ready for the holidays and the stress. You know, sometimes when I just think of the word holiday, I can feel the stress begin to build in my body. And we were talking about that, and he made a statement that has stayed with me. And this was like, I don't know, many years ago. And he said, Mary, he said, let's all view holidays as a time to celebrate life. And I've remembered that each year, each holiday season, because when I hear those words, celebrate life, it instantly de-stresses me. It's like, okay, celebrating life, that is joy, that is happiness, that is the true meaning of gathering with families and friends. So I'm going to throw that out to you. Just think of the holiday season as a time to celebrate life. And then I had an idea that I wanted to share, because in thinking about holidays, and for many that means family gatherings. And while family gatherings can be wonderful, I know that there are sometimes some family dynamics, isn't that true, that can create some disharmony, some stress, maybe even some conflict. So let's try to minimize that. We want to get together with the folks we love. We don't necessarily want all that entails in that situation. So you've heard of pop-up stores. Pop-up stores are retail stores or businesses that pop up for a very temporary period, like one time only for a specific purpose. Well, so I was thinking, let's have some pop-up rules just for the holiday dinner, not for every family get-together, just for the holiday dinner. And you can ask yourself to maybe help you think of some pop-up rules for your Thanksgiving dinner, your Christmas dinner, whether it's with family or friends. You can ask yourself, what does this family need right now? Or what does this group of friends need right now? And that might help you come up with some creative ideas. Some ideas that I thought of, if you have a lot of teenagers in your family, you might say, okay, no phones at the table. So that would be a pop-up rule just for that dinner, or for every dinner, for a matter of fact, but no phones at the table, number one. You could, again, a pop-up rule, ban opinions. Say no opinions. I'm banning opinions for dinner today. Let's choose stories instead of opinions, stories that maybe other people around the table haven't heard. So just think about the difference in that conversation versus a conversation when people are talking about the news and politics and getting their opinions in the way. You can ban politics. It could be a pop-up rule for your holiday dinner, thinking about stories instead of opinions. And then I hope Morgan doesn't mind me sharing this, because I'm going to, when I was thinking of that years ago, we were back in Connecticut it was either Thanksgiving, I think it was Christmas, and he has 3 awesome stepkids, and they were probably in their late 20s at that point, and they were over for dinner, and I decided to go around the table and say to them, tell us something. It was Christmas because it was the end of the year. Tell us something that you did this year that we don't know about. They all lived in Colorado, so we didn't see them all that often. Something that we don't know about. And it was wonderful. It really got them engaged and got them thinking. One of Morgan's sons, and I still remember the look on Morgan's face when this was mentioned, he disclosed that he had actually gotten arrested that year and spent one night in jail. It was very minor, no issue. I'm sure he was innocent the whole time. It was very minor, but it was very, very funny. So you don't know what might come out, but that's a thought in terms of, tell us something that we don't know that you did this year. Or share some stories, ban opinions, encourage stories. No phones at the table, just kind of reiterating things to get your creative juices going, because the idea of pop-up rules, you can change tradition. I've said that many, many times. Traditions are great, but if they don't serve you any longer, it's okay to let go of them.